literally competing with me about who sweats more.
I'm telling you, I feel capable of something. My imagination is infinite because I'm not dead yet.
Welcome to my big fancy TV studio. It looks suspiciously like a bedroom, but do not let that put you off. Viola and Thuso, congratulations on The Woman King, first and foremost. It was cinematic and exciting and moving and brutal and all the things you hope for when you decide to leave the house to watch a film these days. Are these the strongest characters you've ever played? Is this the strongest you've both felt in a TV or film project?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, mentally, I think I generally do gravitate towards, because I like characters with a story, characters with the arc, and I like to believe that all the characters that I've played have been strong in that sense. But strength has been showcased in different ways. Fully embracing and realizing that, but physically,
oh yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Have you noticed any difference in the way people look at you from the people you knew before they saw the film and afterwards? Because you're both powerful performers. The Underground Railroad was incredible. Viola's CV speaks for itself. But now I'm pretty sure both of you could kick my ass if push came to shove. So have you noticed a slightly difference in the way people treat you now?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There is a different way in which I see people.
Okay.
There's a different way that I walk into a room and I walk into situations. I walk in with the feeling of capability, that I am capable of doing something, as opposed to, you don't understand, as a girl, you're always told, you got to be careful. A man can overcome you, overtake you. You don't go in the dark alleys. You don't do this. You don't do that. So there is a constant narrative of being weak, and it's embedded in you. And in shooting this movie, in 8 months really of training, 8 months, weightlifting, martial arts training, I'm telling you, I feel capable of something. I feel like my body can serve me.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have my doubts that anyone's going to be bothering either of you in dark alleys anytime soon.
Not that I would be walking in dark alleys.
I can imagine. The movie is an incredible education. It's one of those that you kind of bury yourself in Wikipedia pages as soon as you've seen it, like finding out more about the Dahomey warriors and the history it goes back in. But Thuso, for you, how much of an education was filming this movie alongside Viola Davis, one of the most kind of well-regarded actors living today? That must have been an experience in itself.
The story that Mr. Julius told me and sold to me was just a great story in itself, and I really wanted to be a part of it, to see African warriors, female African warriors, in a completely different light, knowing that it was inspired by true events, right? And then getting onto set to working with Viola, who had a creative conversation with me during my audition process, and then doing training together, realizing what a clown Ms. Davis is. Literally competing with me about who sweats more. That's the person that I was working with on set. Apart from the accolades, was an all-round amazing experience, a lesson in humanity, because Viola and Mr. Julius, again, were literally fighting for us as Black creatives from beginning to end.
And very quickly, I think they're about to chuck me off, but Viola, I saw an interview with you recently and you said this film felt like it almost represented your career path in a way, but in one story. And I just wondered, do you feel at this stage, do you feel you've conquered your kingdom yet, in a way? Do you have a sense of that as an actor with everything you've achieved?
No. Because I'm not dead yet. I mean, I feel like I feel like me, Thuso, Lashana, Sheila, Adrian, all of us, we deserve it all. My career doesn't end at 57, and Thuso's career doesn't end at 30. My imagination is infinite. It is not finite. I always feel like my next great role is waiting right around the corner.
Well, I look forward to seeing what that one is, because there have been some really impressive ones so far. Thank you very much for your time, ladies. Really enjoyed the film, and I wish you all the best with it.